Hey my friend, I hope you're well. In this episode of KevsToyFun, we're going to box these brand new Transformers, Cyberverse, Power of the Spark, Ultra Class figures. These guys are awesome, they're huge, they're great. We're going to box them, we're going to play with them, we're going to transform them, and then we're going to figure out which one is my personal favorite. So you're not going to want to miss it. Blah, blah, can't talk. Okay, let's happen. More happened. Let's start unboxing these brand new Transformers, Cyberverse, Power of the Spark, Ultra Class figures. Whoopsh. KevsToyFun, toys rule. Okay guys, so like I said, we're going to unbox these awesome Transformer Cyberverse Power of the Spark figures. Now one thing to note before we start getting into them, these things normally go for like $19.99 at like a Target or Walmart. I was actually at Marshall's, and Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, they're all owned by the same company. These guys were only $4.99, right? $8 is wrong. These things are actually $19.99. I originally paid for all of these. Or I should say similar ones back before they were the Power of the Spark last year's versions, right? So tell your parents, save your money, and get to a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx or a Home Goods and find these suckers, because I couldn't believe it. That's why I'm doing this video, because I was like, $4.99, I gotta do these. Okay, so let's start. Let's pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do Shockwave first. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so here's Shockwave, Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark, Decepticon Shockwave, and this is Shock Blast. Right, in this version, he is a tank, which is pretty sweet. Right, kind of see it there. Man, look at the detail on this, man. This thing is awesome. Here's the back. What's it say? Decepticon Shockwave, function, twisted scientist. I would have to say, Shockwave was one of my definitely favorites Decepticons, next to Megatron and Soundwave. Right, and he forms into a tank in 14 easy steps, which isn't that bad. Pretty cool. It's almost like an ant tank or something like that. Not an ant tank, but it just looks like some kind of menacing, like robot tank, right? Some crawler, cool. And then the other guys you can get, obviously, Bumblebee and Alpha Trion, which we're going to unbox next. So cool. Okay, let's unbox them. Okay, so here is Shockwave Shock Blast unboxed, right? Or Decepticon Shockwave, pretty cool. There's his head right there. That kind of moves around. These guys don't, unfortunately, but that's still pretty sweet. Decepticon symbol there. I mean, overall, man, it's a pretty cool Ultra Class figure. Arm moves. This one just swivels, and this is like a shock blast. So if you want to see this, you kind of just press this thing back here and whoosh, which is pretty sweet. We'll do that again. Push that back. Whoop, push it forward, and then just kind of push this guy back, and it's kind of like the shock blast, which is pretty sweet, right? You can pose them, right? Legs move, which is pretty awesome. This arm moves. Here's the back of them. He can also twist around, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Now, to transform them, it's a little tricky. So, see, push this guy forward first. Let's get this back into, there you go, like that. What you want to do is, these are, like I said, he's kind of like an ant crawler, kind of crawler tank, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what you would want to do. But the one thing that does bum me out about it is you got to be careful when you transform his hands. So this one kind of just comes out like so, right? And then these guys pop off a lot. Oh, there you go, see? Which is pretty, don't flip out, it's all good. You just kind of have to push them back in like so. So these little things go inside these holes right there. There you go. Oh, okay, cool. So just got to be careful. That's the only thing that bums me out about it. And it also happens on the other one as well. So, okay. So, because what you're going to do is you transform him, you put his arm back here, or what is his arm back here, where it actually turns into the turret, and then he actually has another arm or another leg that pops out for the front, which is right here. And then this thing can pop off the same way, so just be careful, right? Then you just kind of lift this guy up like so. Legs, you can kind of twist this around if you want, and then these guys just kind of do that. These are kind of like the backs. Now the tricky part is, and then these guys, you can just kind of, you want to turn these guys around, like something like that. And these are the front legs, okay? Now the tricky part is this guy right here. Just kind of turn that around, and then this should go actually in the front. Push it like that, like so. That's what it should be. Oh, there you go. And now it's in the turret. Now this thing right here, you want to put this guy inside this. There you go, like that. Should go in like something like that, I believe. Cool, right? Oh, nope, not in there. Sorry, right in this little track right here, right in this groove. Like that, there you go, cool. And then you just kind of just kind of play with the position of the legs and stuff like that. Right, so we can get this in like so. And then here he is transformed into like that, the spider tank. That's what I'm thinking of, a spider tank, right? Which is kind of cool. You can compose them, all other stuff. And you can also still use the shock blast. Instead of like that big piece, gray piece here, you used to use this thing. And then it just kind of just move forward, right? So kind of just go like that, hold it in the back, push it backwards, and it's pretty sweet. I mean, overall, pretty cool figure, man. So there you have it. There is the, and again, it takes no time at all to transform him back into robot mode, but pretty cool ultra class figure overall. Like I said, the only thing that bums me out about it is these 2 feet pop off pretty easily, but overall, can't complain. So there you have it. There is the Transformer Cyberverse Power of the Spark Shock Blast Decepticon Shockwave figure. Cool. Okay, let's do our next one. Okay, guys, for next one, we're going to do the Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark Hive Swarm Bumblebee figure, right? He's pretty cool. And again, robot to car mode. And he's got these kind of cannons that kind of hive swarm out. I don't know why they call it that. I mean, obviously hive off of Bumblebee, but and swarm too. But see, here is what it looks like. Pretty cool in vehicle mode. It's got some cannons that pop off. Heroic Bumblebee, function courageous scout. I would say he's also a leader too. Let's see, 7 easy steps from robot to car mode. And then the other 2, you can also get Alpha Trion and Shockwave, which we just unboxed. And Trion we're going to do next. So cool. Okay, let's unbox them. Okay, guys, so here is the Hive Swarm Bumblebee unboxed. It's pretty awesome overall, man. Pretty girthy. I mean, I'm a big fan of these Cyberverse figures. I mean, I know they're kind of more plasticky versus the Studio Series, but they're definitely more durable, I think. They can definitely take more of a beating. Cool, so there's a close-up of them right there. Now, the thing is, what kind of bums me out is these look like they should bend, but the arms bend at the elbow, but they don't. They're just a big piece of plastic. They just kind of pivot on this joint up here, but not too bad overall, right? Well, and that guy just kind of flips up like so, right? Not so bad. The only thing that bums me out about these guys is that I wish their, like their Hive Swarm or their Sonic Blast or whatever showed up in robot mode too, because you have to push this guy out to get the Hive Swarm out. But he's pretty easy to transform. Transforms in like 7 steps, I believe. Let me just look at the box again. And it is, I believe, yes, 7 steps. Okay, so he transforms in 7 steps. Let's see, so you just kind of push these guys in like so. This guy goes like that. Okay, I'm going to make sure he's inside this. So you just kind of get him in like that a little bit. Push the legs together. There you go. Now we're kind of get him in like that. I don't know why it's giving me such trouble. Oh, there we go. Let's see. I have to just do... There we go. Okay, now we're rocking with talking. Okay, so here he is transformed in car mode. Right, kind of wheels spin. Right, definitely glide across the surface, which is pretty cool. Pretty sweet overall. Now to deactivate the Hive Swarm, you gotta take the spoiler and you gotta push it back or pull it back, and then you can see all the guns come out. It comes out ablazing, the Hive Swarm, which is pretty sweet. So if you push and then push them back, push it forward to retract them, and then to, like I said, here, do this to have them be exposed. Boom, there you go. Which is pretty cool, right? You can kind of just do that, which is pretty sweet. And there you go. Okay, cool. So there you have it, my friends. There is the Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark Hive Swarm Autobot Bumblebee. Cool. Let's do our next one. Okay, so last but not least, guys, with the Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark Laser Beam Blast Alpha Trion. Now, I think this is a very cool figure, man. Right? I think he's awesome. Just so cool looking. I remember getting him actually last year, before the Power of the Spark series. Right? So there he is. Pretty cool. There's the front. There's the back. Right? Convert to activate Laser Beam Blast, which is pretty sweet. And his heroic function, Wise Mentor. Pretty cool. And he goes from robot into kind of like spaceship mode in 7 easy steps. And the other two you can get is Bumblebee and also Decepticon Shockwave, which are already unboxed. Okay, so let's unbox them. Let's play with them. Okay, so here is Alpha Trion. I should say the Laser Beam Blast Alpha Trion. Right, pretty cool. It's got a nice little kind of beard. Very cool. What about symbol there? Arms move, which is nice at the elbow, which is the way it should be. These guys can also come forward if you want. And then actually the Laser Beam Blasts are in here. And then if you press this down this guy, you can kind of, these actually come out, it's just cool. These come out actually when he's in robot mode. So you can pretend he's like he's like, you can use these as almost like a jetpack, like flying away, kind of cool. And just retract them back. It's pretty sweet. Legs move a little bit. The one thing you got to remember, look out for, I should say, is these pieces, these two pieces here, pop off, kind of like Shockwave's feet. So don't get discouraged. Don't think you broke them or anything if they pop off. But he's pretty easy to transform. Just kind of put these guys back just like so, and then these guys kind of do this, right? And okay. So these guys is kind of come in like so. Actually, before you do that, I'm sorry guys. So what you want to do is you want to make sure the arms are down, right? And then because these guys are going to actually cover up the arms, so they're going to go like something like this. It sticks a little bit. There you go. Okay, and then kind of just something like that. Same thing on this guy. The inside of here is going to cover up there. It's going to have to just play with it a little bit. Whoop, get in there. There you go, and then they kind of lock in place. And then these two guys, these are the guys I was talking about. These usually pop off. Actually, they didn't for me this time, which is kind of nice. And then you just kind of, whoop, kind of just gave that away. And then here it is, and you push those guys down, and then he's transformed into like that, kind of like the spaceship, which is pretty sweet. This is a pretty sweet little looking spaceship, man. Right? And here's what the laser beam blasts come from. Now to activate those bad boys, there's an arrow here, right? And you just press that button forward. And there you go. And there's both of the laser beam blasts, which are pretty sweet. You just kind of push them back to lock it back in place. And then here you push it forward, and then bam, pretty cool. Overall, it's a pretty cool figure, man. I like Alpha Trion. I think the only bad part about it I don't like is that these things will pop off. So you can easily just pop them back on. But other than that, super awesome figure. Okay, so you have, my friends, there is the Transformer Cyberverse Power of the Spark Laser Beam Blast Alpha Trion Ultra Class figure. Cool. Okay, let's figure out which one's my favorite. Okay, my friends, so here are all three of the Ultra Class Transformer Cyberverse figures. We have the Sonic or Shock Blast Soundwave, which is pretty awesome. Then we had the Hive Swarm Bumblebee. And then we also had the Laser Beam Blast Alpha Trion. I would have to say out of the three of these, which one's my favorite? I would definitely, it's a toss-up between Shockwave and actually Alpha Trion. Bumblebee's cool. I like his Hive Swarm. But actually, I would probably actually go with Alpha Trion. I think he's just a cool figure, man. I love that the Beam Blast can also be used when he's in robot mode. They can come out. I like Hive Swarm Bumblebee, but he's okay. I mean, I don't know. There wasn't anything spectacular about him. I don't like the fact that the Hive Swarm can't come out. I mean, maybe they can. I have to explore it more. I do like Shockwave. I think Shockwave is very cool, and I like that he also, his Shock Blast can come out when he's in robot mode. But what bums me out is that these things keep popping off when you're in the Spider Tank mode. So anyway, but pretty cool. Overall, you can't go wrong, especially for $4.99 at Marshalls or TJ Maxx or Home Goods, man. These figures rock. They're so awesome. I mean, like the little tiny ones are like $8, and you get these big ones for, these are actually bigger than the Warrior class, which is super cool. I think like the small ones are the Scout class, then the Warrior class, and the Ultra class. So you can't go wrong with any of them, actually. So, but again, my favorite would have to be Alpha Trion. So there you go, guys. There is my review of the Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark, right? Shock Blast Shockwave, Laser Beam Blast Alpha Trion, and Hive Swarm Bumblebee. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.